Keith Kelfis. What's up? It's Keith Kelfis, my friend. Today is Black Friday. So I want to share with you some powerful landscaping business tips. If you're in the business just getting started, or maybe you're 2 or 3 years into your business, I want to share with you some tips on how to get more clients, how to market your business, how to deal with employees. And I have experience in all this stuff, and it really comes down to knowing your worth and having some confidence in yourself and in your business. Running a landscaping business, or any service business for that matter, is really hard, and it can be really, really tough if you don't build your armor and your confidence, which takes time. And the number one way to do it is by having some success. If you're failing in your business, it can be discouraging, and the discouragement can be a downward spiral that can suck you down into a pit. It's not a fun place to be. I've been there. I've been depressed in my business. I've also pulled myself up by the bootstrap, and I've built confidence, and I've done very well in my business. We're so good where it feels like you're literally flying. And that's a beautiful place to be, is when you're getting tons of new customers and clients, you're naming your prices, you have great employees working for you, you're making lots of profit, and it feels like you're, I know this is a funny thing to say, like you're just hitting jackpots, like one after another. And, it's kind of like what goes down must come up, and what goes up must come down. So you become very wise, and you become seasoned. You don't become overly excited, and you don't become overly depressed. It's just business. And if your business has a stronghold on you, and you're emotionally attached to it, and you identify with it so much that every little tiny thing that goes up or down, or good or bad, or you perceive it as right or wrong, it's going to affect you emotionally, your personal life, your family. You're going to bring it home. And so that's what I'm talking about, is becoming seasoned. So the best way to get started is, I first want to tell you, I have something called the Level Up Landscaping Business Bundle. It's a compilation of trainings that I put together of how to market your business, how to close higher ticket jobs at more higher prices. There's paperwork, downloads, worksheets, so much. What the word is? I don't want to say the word stuff, because that's a low value word. It's systems, right? It's keithkelfis.com/bundle. Before midnight tonight, it's 80% off. You can go get all of these systems and put them into your business. What's up? I see you joining in the comments right now. I happen to be live on StreamYard here. What's up, Austin Douglas and Brandon? I appreciate you too. What's up, Total Tech? So I want to go back to 2016. We had just moved into a condo, my wife and I, out of a 1-bedroom apartment, and our rent was now double. And all the expenses were going up. I was burned out, and I knew I needed to hire more people. It wasn't until my back was against the wall financially, and I knew that crying and complaining, suffering, while working, 90 hours a week, it wasn't going to change anything. And so I leaned into the fire, and I started swinging for the fences. And at first it was a vindictive type of anger, like so sick and tired of the success not coming, that I was like, that's it. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to make this happen. I don't care anymore. And I became very transactional. And when I was marketing, and I still run my landscaping business today, but I'm talking about a specific time. Every customer I talked to, I was quickly sorting as quickly as possible to see basically if they were worth my time now, not if I could just get the job. And then I would show up as quickly as possible, give them a quote, and be looking for add-ons and upsells and anything possible. And I stopped spending so much time being chatty with the customers and trying to become friends with all of them, and hopefully that if they would like me, then maybe they would give me work, which equaled money so I could survive. I became disgusted with that, because I started raising my prices and losing all my clients. And I learned that they didn't care about me the way I thought that they did when I cared about them from my heart. And some of them care, but most of them don't. And what happened was I started becoming vindictive just in my energy field. and all of the extra effort was blowing up in my face because I had a bad attitude. so so it's like it's a double-edged sword. You're sitting here, what's up, Mac Landscaping Lawn Care? My Thanksgiving was great. Charlie does solar maintenance, Jeff's Lawn and Landscaping. Hallelujah. What's up? So it started blowing up in my face because I joined like the Contractor Sales Academy. I was taking online courses. I became friends with these really successful people like Joshua Latimer and Chris Lambernides and David Carroll. And every time I was on the phone with these guys were making millions. I would start out in a healthy conversation because I got a fucking YouTube channel with all these millions of collective views. Now all of a sudden everybody wanted to be my friend. And it's because when you make videos online, you put yourself out there, and some people around the country might be like, you know what, I vibe with that guy. I like that guy's cool. And you start making new friends. That's why you should start a YouTube channel. But I would be on the phone with these guys, cool, calm, composed. But as soon as the subject came to making more money, I'd get all freaked out and my insecurities would leak out and I would start acting a fool on the phone and pacing around saying, just tell me how you make all this money. How are you doing this? How is this happening? And I would hear the same stupid shit like, oh, I put systems in my business. I put systems in my business. Okay, I just put the systems in your business and more money comes. So you feel this type of frustration. I'm re-enlivening this frustration from back in the day because there comes a point when you've worked so much and you've really put in the work. Like I'm talking like not only like for a little while, I'm talking about for like years. You put in the work and then it works a little, then it doesn't work, then it works and it doesn't work, and you're wearing yourself thin, and then you're getting kicked in the ass for doing so because when you have people depending on you, they don't care if you're excited or depressed or suffering. They want results. Your customers want results. Your wife wants results. People around you want results. People only want results. They don't care about how you feel. They don't care about what you're going through. They don't care if you were up all night. I know I'm not complaining. Just listen to me. They don't care at all. Nobody cares at all. They don't care how you feel. Your job as the man is to produce results. So start fucking producing them. You like that? That's my Joker shit. So the reason I say that is because when you start to understand all anybody cares about is results, then you start looking at there's this saying, I read this thing. It was just some meme on Facebook. It's when you get sick of your own crap. That's when you start seeing success, is when you finally get sick of your own bull crap. And all that matters from yourself is results, right? So if you didn't get any sleep or you're having a bad day or your business, you don't live that nightmare out in front of your employees. Why? Because they're going to lose respect for you. They're going to think that there's something wrong with you and it's going to cost you a bunch of money. If you have a really bad day at work in your this is the stuff that makes more money. Just listen to me. If you have a really bad day in your landscaping business and stupid crap, if you come home and you vent about that like to your wife, now you just created a whole negative scenario when you just needed a vent. She doesn't need to hear any of that negative stuff. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it. Just chalk it up to business, learn your lesson, and walk in the house with a smile. If you're on the phone with somebody, I don't know, could be your dad. He doesn't give a shit either. He doesn't care. Nobody cares. So this is great news. You know why it's great news? Because when you learn that nobody cares, you stop wasting so much time thinking about it and talking about it and sharing the stories. You just start gravitating towards people that got results and learning what they're learning and trying different stuff. But the biggest thing I learned, the one thing is confidence. Confidence is your belief in your own ability to figure things out. So, data. If you go give a quote to a customer and you say, "That's it. I've grown a pair. I've got confidence. I'm no longer going to charge this much. I'm going to charge more because we need to make more money. We have to be able to afford to do all these things in the business. I'm embarrassed charging this little. I have to make more money." Customer says no. Okay, you can talk to the customer, ask them why they said no, or try anything you want, but you eventually just have to go to the next customer. And if the next customer says no, and the next customer says no, you might get scared and lower your price back down. I've done that. Or you might do more marketing and advertising, get the phone to ring more, and just go meet with way more customers and then measure your closing rate. So out of 100 phone calls, how many turn into qualified leads and how many of those turn into actual jobs, right? I've raised my prices so high before that we were only closing 2 jobs per 100 phone calls. And the math said it was so time consuming. It was like sifting for diamonds, and it was not sustainable. And then I had to lower the prices to get it up to back to a 52% closing rate, 52%. So out of every 100 phone calls, it was 52% close rate. If we did 10 quotes, I closed 5 of them, right? And I learned that the reason wasn't actually the high prices, it was the bad attitude. And so you learn so much that you learn how to wear these different hats. So you have to have a pep talk with yourself when you pick up the phone. You have to stop everything and say, or if you have somebody picking up the phone for you, which is even better, but you're like, "Kelfis Professional Services, this is Keith. How can I make you smile today?" "Hi, I'd like a quote for..." "Ooh, wait a second. This sounds about $7,500. "Yes, well, let me pull over and put my flashers on. Take down your information." "Oh, tell me a little bit more about this project, Mr. Jones." "Oh, so the backyard needs to be done too, right?" "We can do that. Tell you what, your name's Bob, right? I can be there at 3 p.m. to give you a quote." "Yeah, sounds good. Now, let them know the price over the phone and go there to collect a deposit check and a signature and get them on the calendar." When you've been through so much bullshit that you get to the point where you're clear and concise, but you operate from your heart, you're intelligent, you're mathematical, and you're going in and you're executing, and you don't have time for no bull crap, no stupid feelings, you'll start attracting better customers who are also just want the job done. They want it done right the first time. They're willing to pay more. And then you just start to level up, right? I'm not saying any of this is easy. It's hard. And then you could go on the reciprocal end of this, where you've been in your business and you've talked to 10,000 plus customers, and now your time has become so valuable that you have a chip on your shoulder and you're already slightly irritated just going to meet with the customer because you've met 10,000 customers, you know they're not your friend, and you just want to close the damn job and you want to do a great job, but you just want to close job, make money, get the referral, and you want to grow your business and get on with your life so you can make a whole bunch of money so you can level up your life and invest in cash flow producing assets and eventually be free one day. Not sitting there having a customer tell you their whole life story so you can close them on a $600 shrub trimming job. You know how many customers I've sat there? It's 8:03 p.m. It's summer, so the sun's still up. My wife's calling. Bzz, 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 bzz. "One second, Mr. Jones. Hey, what's going on, honey?" "Dinner's ready. I got the spaghetti ready. Where are you? I've been waiting." I'm listening to Mr. Jones tell me his life story so I can get $650 to trim his bushes. "So I'll be home in a little bit, honey. Bye. Continue your story, Mr. Jones." And when you're on their property, they don't care. They don't need, because they're cozy. They're at their house. They don't care if there's rush hour traffic or they don't care. So here's how I learned how to deal with this. When a customer alludes to something like they try to tell you this long-winded story. Sorry. I used to like be so empathic. I'm an empath. It's not a fun thing to be an empath. It's actually it's stressful, right? But I would like this one time. I can't get into personal stories. If you're very present with a customer and you just look in their eyes and you listen to everything they're saying from a place of empathy because you actually care, they'll just start telling you all these things that have nothing to do with signing on the dotted line. But then you feel like you have to listen to all this stuff so you can close the job and get money. But the truth is that you don't. Because if you open up those Pandora's boxes where now, I don't want to be rude or anything, but you know what I'm talking about. Then the customer, if they tell you something negative, they might be attaching neuroassociative. If you study neurolinguistic programming, neuroassociative conditioning and anchors, they might attach that negative thing to you. And now like the customer sees you and now all of a sudden they're upset because you were so empathic that they're just sitting there telling you their whole life story. And like, it's like, so what is the discerning line of how do you channel and narrow in specifically? And I think it's an extemporaneous. It's an energy that it's like you're in a hurry, not too much of it in a hurry to not be present with them and get all the information that they need, but you got somewhere to be. So it's like, here's what it is. When you get on the ball and you're moving at a high clip and you're making decisions quickly and you've got somewhere to be and you have a vision pulling you and driving you, things start to happen that way. But if you fall off the ball and you fall into depression or over analyzing or too much emotion or too much empath, you get sucked down all these weird rabbit holes of bullshit that don't make you any money. And I started to consult with, I have a very close friend. I can't say his name. He's super into like law and like principles, maxims, equity, doctrines, just high levels of stuff of where law came from and the color of law and letter of the law and jurisprudence and all this stuff and the spiritual, where so much amazing stuff. The guy has taught me so much. And he says that the jurisdiction of commerce, which is doing business, is transactional and it's adversarial, which means everybody's scratching at each other for a buck, right? And it can make it feel like a grind, right? Because so if you're the type of person who really, really cares for real, which you should, that's the best way to operate your business. You can actually make the most amount of money because you can lead with your heart and do what's right, and no matter what, and make sure you don't cut any corners. And then that builds a culture that your employees can stand up for what they believe in, and really you can find these employees that want to do a phenomenal job and they don't cut any corners, and then the customers love it and you can charge more and you have like this white glove service and you attract these really high profile clients. It's amazing. But it's not to be confused that you're in business to make a profit. So I think if you go through all these seasons, you get your head above like water and get your head out of the clouds, and you see it for what it is. That's a lot of weird stuff I just said that I don't hear anybody else ever talk about on freaking YouTube or anywhere else. So that's my obsession, and that's the way I look at it. What's up, Pat Dundee from Australia? What up, bro? I haven't seen you in a while. What's up, Mike Waters? What's up, Chris DYMYD? Diamond? Christy Orcutt? I'm reading your comments right now. I see the comments if I'm looking off to the side. See? So, what's up, Mac? How was your Thanksgiving? Mine was great, bro. What's up, Brandon? Awesome. So anyways, if you resonate with the way that I communicate, I'm doing a Black Friday deal where I've walked around properties anywhere from 500 to 15 grand, and I broke down precisely how to negotiate, sell, and close these landscaping jobs, all documented. How to prepare professional proposals and understand licensing and insurance requirements, and how to start and launch the business, but also how to negotiate, how to market the business. You get on the top 3 pack of Google, how to make your phone ring, how to create a selling script and revise that script ongoing, how to build a funnel that splits organic versus paid marketing and advertising so you can drive customers into the funnel, and how you can create a customer lead generation and referral system with property walks, interviews, pricing, worksheets, downloads, the 16 documents you must have when hiring employees. Sorry, it's a lot to say. And I put all this into a program called the Level Up Landscaping Business Bundle. And it's over, this specific sales over at midnight. I'll put it in the chat below. It's keithkalfas.com/bundle. Oh, look at this. It's my doggy. Were you sleeping? Here, come here. Okay. This is, I feel bad. I woke her up. I didn't know she was sleeping. This is my dog, Gracie. She's 9. She's a Yorkie. This dog is spoiled. She's been all over the country with me, and she loves Daddy. You okay? Yeah? Huh? Yeah? She's annoyed. She wants to lay back down. Anyways, I love my dogs. If you know Kalfas, the Kalfas family, we bring our dogs everywhere we go. All right, so back to what I was saying. If you open your browser, go to keithkalfas.com/bundle. It's 80% off all of this stuff for Black Friday. You can get inside, get on your phone, get the downloads immediately, dive in and apply and implement it into your business. The information in this bundle inside of the trainings took my average ticket price from $312 to $1650. That's about 4x multiple. So it helped me compress time with the clients, compress time with the marketing, compress time on the job sites by learning what is the highest profit margin service that we offer, compress time by narrowing our service area, and compress time by turning landscaping problems into profits with our property opportunity checklist, and compress time with a 4-step employee training system, compress time in dealing with stupid bullcrap with employees by having specific documents and training. And then all of that is in a Level Up Landscaping Business Bundle. So if you want to compress time, go to keithkalfas.com/bundle and invest in it. If you're in your first 1 to 3 years in your landscape business, or if you're in like longer than that, maybe you're really frustrated and don't understand marketing and how to get way more leads and clients and how to negotiate, this stuff will help you tremendously. There you go. I'm excited. And this ends in a few hours. What's up, Tommy? How are you? What's up, Jeff? How are you? All right. Well, there you go. Later.